Welcome back, everybody. The great old one has demanded a third day, and to quote the Eurythmics, who am I to disagree? Sorry about that. Anyway, today we bring to you the letter O. This one actually presented a bit of difficulty for me. Part one being, I don't own a lot of movies, even on the weird mix packs I have, that begin with the letter O. And the one that I have that I thought fit, I had to debate long and hard. Is it horror? Is it science fiction? Or is it a combination of both? Well, after much going back and forth with myself, as said before, I decided that it is a little of both. So I'm going to present a single movie today. And you guys can make the decision. Because it is kind of a dystopian future movie, which lends itself to science fiction and oftentimes lends itself to a genre I don't really particularly care for. However, there is elements of horror in it. So, let's go back, ladies and gentlemen, to 1971. And I present to you The Omega Man. As you can see, stylized with the Omega symbol for the O. Now, this movie is actually based off a 1954 novel. The novel is called I Am Legend. It's written by Richard Matheson. I Am Legend may sound familiar to a lot of people as the Will Smith movie from 2007, I believe it was. However, that was the third adaptation, or loose adaptation, I should say, of the novel I Am Legend. Omega Man was the second, and the first actually was The Last Man on Earth in 1964 with Vincent Price. But the Omega Man, if you're not familiar with the story, you have a biological war, and this actually should tell you all you need to know about it. It was based... Actually, this movie was set in the dystopian future of 1975. And it involved a border dispute between China and the Soviet Union. So that right there tells you the age of it. It says the Soviet Union has been gone for nigh on 30 plus years now. Anyway, biological warfare, a plague has spread. Charlton Heston, the lead actor and main character, has injected himself with an experimental vaccine because the army was working on it. He was a soldier. Nobody knew if it actually worked, but as he begins to feel the effects of the plague, he injects himself, and it turns out it does work, and he actually does survive and become immune to the plague. However, the rest of humanity that didn't perish immediately from the plague is not so lucky. They are turned into a group of... what's the best way to describe it? Albino, nocturnal, so slightly vampirific, cannibal, mutant, zombie creatures. They only come out at night, and so that means that Charlton Heston has to hunt them down, exterminate them, and gather supplies during the daytime. So he goes around doing this. Ultimately, he runs into a few more survivors, but he runs into trouble. Oh, and I forgot to tell you the best part. The group of the albino, cannibal, vampire, mutant, zombie things call themselves the Family and can still communicate, unlike other zombies. Anyway, long story short, the Family is angry. Charlton Heston and the survivors have to battle them. The woman that he finds that he falls in love with is turned into one of the Family. Charlton Heston does not make it to the end. It's a good movie. And like I say, there is elements of horror. Very, very eerie, especially at the beginning. It's a very eerie film. So it doesn't necessarily hit that, jump scare, monster kill you horror, but it is unnerving, and I like that. And it's just a classic piece of American cinema, I feel. So that is the final recommendation of the great old one, and the only one we have to present for the letter O. Hopefully you're still liking it. Hopefully I haven't ruined October for too many people. So that be that. The Omega Man is for O. Join us tomorrow for a new friend. Sorry, Lord. And a set of movies beginning with the letter P. Take it easy, everybody.